Hello out there. Today we are going to do an anime of the day. Though I'm not quite sure it's considered an anime.
It was animated by Japanese people. And it was originally in the Japanese language. Peter Chung was involved.
It is called Rain.
The Conqueror.
It is a very, very loose adaptation of Alexander the Great.
It's kind of like the Inglourious Bastards anime form of Alexander the Great, because he was never this awesome.
It's also a world where no one wears pants.
Yes, it is kind of like Aeon Flux, if you've ever seen that.
So it starts with his mother and snakes, and it goes from there.
And sadly tells a better story than the live-action Alexander movie that came out a few years back.
I think it was more than a few years.
2004. It's a few years to me. That's like 13, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anywho, he introduced me to this. I thought it was trippy as hell. We made a friend watch it. He screamed at the TV every time someone wasn't wearing pants.
Yes, we were all history majors, and he refused to watch it after like the first or second episode because it was such a bastardization of history.
Well, when you have people flying around because, you know, they're the cult of Pythagoras.
Oh, don't you remember all those ancient stories when the Greek mech warriors would take on the giant centipede warriors of the Persians?
Yeah, it's a trip. It's definitely a trip.
It's one of those things that sounds so wrong, but it works so well somehow.
I say there's no really good picture to show the armies. Yeah, no. No. There is his awesome horse, the demon horse that eats people.
Yeah, that's like an actual Alexander legend where he tamed the untamable horse. And there's an episode where he solves the Gordian knot.
Gordian?
Gordian.
Gordian. It also has a really awesome intro song.
Yeah.
I love it. I own it.
It goes on forever and ever.
It is really long.
And the series is rated 16 and up, according to the back. And there's lots of nudity and snake weirdness and blood everywhere. People getting dismembered.
And lots of prophecies. And Ptolemy being a jerk.
But I feel like if you like anime and you like the idea and the history of Alexander the Great,
mostly the idea.
The idea.
Not the history.
You'll freaking love this.
It does take a little getting used to. Because before this, I hadn't even watched Aeon Flux or anything. So it was just, this is the guy who made Rugrats.
Hey, he was involved.
I'd also not seen Animatrix yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I did one or two animations in there. I know the running one.
But still, I hadn't seen anything beyond normal. Like, anyways, it was weird. Very weird. I like it, though.
And I don't think I've ever watched the Japanese dub, but the English dub is superb.
Yep. It's still weird.
Super weird.
Especially when you get to, who's the little guy?
Oh, the dog philosopher?
Yes. It's not Hippocrates, is it?
Nah.
Socrates?
Nah.
No. One of the E's?
Yeah, they called him the dog face Socrates, I'm pretty sure.
All I know is he has like a pocket dimension in his little box.
Yeah.
It's trippy. So trippy. And Alexander goes through time. He goes into the future and sees like his own tomb, and it's...
And that philosopher and pretty much every character that manages to come up in the show is an actual figure from history.
Well, yeah, they're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yes, there's just a lot more magic and robots and love affairs.
I do like some of it because when Alexander's fighting the Persian army, the moon disappears from the sky. And all the Persians freak out because, you know, their symbol is the moon.
Yeah.
Which I could actually see that happening in ancient times. And probably did happen at some point. But I digress.
So awesome. And I never imagined Aristotle to be such a cold-hearted motherfucker who builds giant robots and other things that murder people.
Yeah, you meet some very different personifications of people.
Yeah, his mother is portrayed as a crazy bitch, but luckily, in real life, she was also a crazy bitch.
Maybe not that crazy.
She believed that her son would avenge her, kill his father, and conquer the world. Well, destroy the world. She was part of like a...
The snake cult.
Yeah.
Are we talking about real life or the show?
Both. She was way into snakes.
Yeah, too much. Too much.
Like, Angelina Jolie was probably the best part of the Alexander live-action movie.
Yeah. But I don't know if I can say much more. Like, you have to watch it to get it.
Yeah.
It's really hard to describe. But yes, if you like Eon Flux, if you like Animatrix and all that stuff.
Then you will learn stuff. Or at least be like, hey, how did this actually happen? And Wikipedia it.
Yeah, you
and
will,
then you'll learn stuff.
You will Google things. You'll be like, how did this actually go? And then be like, oh, well, that was cool. And the few things they got right are really weird. Or as right as I guess they could.
Yeah.
History's weird.
It's like Macedonian history retold by the Japanese in only the way that they can do it. Insane.
Yeah. It's good, though.
Yeah.
So, give it a watch.
And see y'all later.
Bye.